I'm joined now by Pascal Hundt, Crisis Response Director at the International Committee of the Red Cross. Good morning, Mr. Hundt. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Trevor. Thank you for having me.
I think you actually were in the cars that brought the hostages across into Egypt. What was the mood like? I mean, can you tell us what that journey was like?
I think it was an extremely emotional moment for the hostages. A sense of immense relief, hope when they saw the Red Cross, and they understand that they were about to be brought back home. So really, it's difficult to describe this event because it was so charged emotionally. You can imagine how was the situation for days, for weeks. Suddenly they see the Red Cross and they understand that soon they will be reunited with their families. So an incredible moment, actually, both yesterday night and during the first liberation. Similar moment.
And it must have been extraordinary for you personally to be there with these people.
Yes, whenever we see this type of moment when people have been separated from their families for any reason, and now they know that they will meet their family again. Yeah, this is, that we were almost crying during the moment. It was really a true moment of humanity, and yeah, difficult to describe. It was really charged emotionally for all of us.
Are you confident that today's exchanges will take place without a hitch?
I do hope, but whatever happens, the ICRC stands ready. We have team on standby, and maybe I will have to leave you in 2 minutes because we will go for the third release. But I do really hope that it will happen today. It will happen tomorrow. It is so important, for the hostages on the one hand, for the Palestinian detainees as well to be reunited with their families. And it's also important because this is one of the key elements of the agreement. And definitely the population and the situation is so desperate here that, we need this truce to hold in order to have more trucks and more humanitarian assistance coming into Gaza. So that's why I hope, and I'm not confident, I don't know, we will see, but I really do hope that everything goes without any problem, as we saw during the last two operations.
Well, we saw yesterday just how sensitive the whole process is. Can you just briefly talk us through? I mean, what actually happens? What is the process by which this takes place?
I'm not sure I have all the details because, the RCRC there is not participating in the negotiation per se. The parties, Israel, Hamas, and Qatar, they are discussing the agreement and the modalities, the details. And very often, my experience says that, the devil is often in the details. So they were discussing, agreeing, negotiating, and then we understood that all conditions were set for us to go and to collect the hostages. So that's why we remain on standby and we were ready to go, either in the afternoon or in the middle of the night. It didn't change that much for us, and whatever happened, we know that, you can have last minute changes. We're ready to do that. The important is that the process, once decided, goes without any problem. And this is what happened over the last two release operation.
I know you have to go in a moment, but just quickly, most of us out here are, I guess, crossing our fingers and hoping that the part of the deal that opens the possibility to further truce will take place. How hopeful are you that these 3 days, if they go well, will lead to further days of the truce and further releases of hostages and prisoners?
Whatever can be achieved at the political level has then consequences on the ground with positive consequences for the population. I think this is also part of a trust building measures, and I cannot make any prediction right now. I just have hope, and we will see. But if today everything goes well, both in terms of assistance being provided in, release of hostages and release of Palestinian detainees, then we'll be ready for the other day and the day after. So it's really a step-by-step approach, and of course we will really hope that this truce can be extended, because this is only for the benefit of the population and the people concerned.